Welcome back to Magoo's Views. All right, y'all, Super Bowl halftime show finally happened. We all saw this months leading up to it and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the the whole riff raff behind it all finally came out, man. Finally came out. What did I think about the performance? Thought it was a real dope performance. Thought it was really good, especially after watching it the second time, right? So I watched it right before I made the video again. I watched it live, of course. I thought it was really cool. Of course, I was in a house full of people, so it was a little loud, but at the same time, I thought it was good. After rewatching it the second time by myself with the audio and everything like that, really good performance. It was a very, very good performance, man. A lot to unpack, too. A lot to unpack, you know what I'm saying? But just starting off with the set list, I did a set list video on what I think he was going to perform before the Super Bowl even happened. I was pretty much about 70% right. Now, as far as the order and everything like that, I pretty much hit on a couple of them, right? So he opened up, well, first you see him, on the car and everything like that, which was really dope, He performs a song off the GNX snippet before the album was released. You see a whole bunch of people coming from out the car. I was with, some family members. They're like, they all come from outside the car. Like, nah, bro. Of course, it's a stage, so they underneath the stage coming out the car. Overall, I thought it was pretty funny. Dope track. It was actually good. I want to hear it, that whole track, all that whole track. You know what I mean? Outside of the live performance, you know what I mean. But overall, it was a cool track to open up with. But boom, goes right into Squabble Up. And that was another thing that first time when I heard it, it sounded like the crowd wasn't really, you couldn't really hear the crowd. But on the second listen, after watching it again on YouTube, the crowd was in it. When he performed Squabble Up, you could hear them cheering. After he does Squabble Up, he does like the last verse of Squabble Up. He doesn't do the first verse. After Squabble Up, he goes into Humble. You hear the crowd again. After Humble, which I knew he was going to do Humble. So yeah, I got Squabble Up right. I got Humble. I didn't get the first one right because I forgot about that one. So I got Squabble, Humble, and after that he goes into DNA, which is one of my favorite Kendrick Lamar songs. The crowd's into it, man. After the DNA, I didn't see it coming. Does Euphoria. That was pretty tough. That was tough to hear Euphoria, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, and I think he did like the last verse of Euphoria too. So of course, again, like I said, with Super Bowl performances, man, when you hear tracks, like when you see a lot of the artists come on stage and everything like that, they don't do their whole songs. They do snippets of songs because of the time limit, how, constrained the time limit is and stuff like that. So, after he did Euphoria, he goes into, I want to say it was Man at the Garden. Like I said, I didn't have Euphoria, but Man at the Garden I did have. But he only does like a piece of Man at the Garden, right? So that was cool. But now here's a really cool thing about it. Before the show opens up, you got Samuel Jackson dressed up in the whole, like American regalia, all that kind of stuff, man. But Uncle Sam, of course, your Uncle Sam, there's a lot of hidden messages in there and stuff like that. He's trying to tell him, hey, tone it down. America doesn't like this. Oh, now you bringing your homeboys into it. There was a lot of symbolism, in Black culture that was in this show. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't, just a bunch of people. Like, nah, there was a bunch of it. Even when he's doing, I think it was Humble. Yeah, when he's doing Humble, if you see how the guys are lined up, they're lined up like the American flag. You know what I'm saying? I caught that on my second chance, just watching it again. So yeah, after Man at the Garden, after Man at the Garden, he goes into Luther. You go into Luther, man, crowds into it again, because I think Luther's like #1 on Spotify right now as far as like the US, right? Goes into Luther, you see SZA come out, the crowd's cheering for SZA. So I said I had Luther on there. I had, after Luther goes into All the Stars, boom. I knew they were going to perform All the Stars. All the Stars was a #1 hit when it came out as well, for the Black Panther soundtrack. First Black Panther, which I love. I love that one, man. It's a great movie. Anyway, man, that was dope as well, you know what I'm saying? After that, I want to say he did, now here's the funny thing too. You can hear him talking about, hey, I want to perform their favorite song, but they're going to sue. Throwing shots, because look, man, justice for Ja Rule. I say it before, I say it time and time again. Ja Rule, man, Drake's loss is worse than Ja Rule's for the sole fact of this whole lawsuits and everything like that. You know what I mean? Because before then, everybody knew, man, Murder Inc., Ja Rule, man, they took a hit, bro. 50 Cent came through like a tornado, bro, and just took it over. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, I say justice for Ja Rule. Because Kendrick was like, oh, they like to sue. Throwing jabs, of course, because, hey, it's right, man. Another cool thing, too, like if you look at the stage, it was like a PlayStation. Not like a PlayStation controller, but, you had your triangle, your circle, your square, and your X and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I think when he did Euphoria, you could see like in the crowd it says like warning. You know what I mean? Because hey, he's going into it. So it was dope, man. It was really good performance. After that, yeah, I want to say he performed Not Like Us after that. After All the Stars, I want to say he went into Not Like... No, he went into Peekaboo before he went into Luther. Forgive me. He went into Peekaboo, which was dope. Yeah, I like Peekaboo a lot. That's a really underrated track on GNX. And then after that, after All the Stars, he went into, I want to say, Not Like Us after that. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. If I am, throw in the comment section. Yeah, but Not Like Us, man, the crowd was definitely into it, especially when it came to the A minor part. And here's another part that I thought was, that was wild. When he looked right into the camera and said, hey, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. Looked dead into the camera, smiling at it. Look, bro, That was funny. That was funny. Then he ended off with TV off, and it was cool because DJ Mustard came out. I knew Mustard was going to be there. I didn't know when he was going to come out, but that was cool. He gave Mustard a big shout out, at the end and stuff like that. And, Samuel L. Jackson. Overall, man, and they said TV off, and you see it go off, and it says game over at the end. Bro, this is one of the biggest victory laps ever in hip hop. It truly was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying that. Like, Homeboy really has so far, man. He really has had a great career. I've never seen this for a rapper. I don't think this has. Yeah, I've never seen this done for a rapper. I mean, this kind of victory lap, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I mean, respect and kudos to him, man. He really is paving his own way as an MC. And that says a lot, man, because, hey, I put it like this, man. He has that effect whereas, of course you're going to have your haters and stuff like that. You're going to have people who love you and dislike you. But when you're gone, it's going to be a completely different story because they're going to talk about how great you are. So to me, I believe in giving, if I see greatness right now in front of me, I believe in giving their flowers now where they can smell it. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, man, he's definitely doing his own thing. He's paving his own path. Yeah, man. So as far as my set list went, I had Squabble Up. I had Humble. I had DNA. Didn't have Euphoria, but I love hearing Euphoria. I didn't have Peekaboo, but that was on there. Luther was on there. All the Stars. What else? Yeah, Not Like Us, of course, the TV off. So yeah, I was pretty close. I was probably like 3 tracks off. But overall, yeah, out of the set list, I thought it was a really good set list. Like I said, it was cool seeing Samuel L. Jackson on there. Like I said, I love like the whole, because I love the game. So I love seeing like the little PlayStation, like the square and the triangle, circle, and X's on there, and then having like the game over at the end. Like, yeah, it's game over, bro. Like, it's at that point, it ain't nothing, bro. Like I said, talk about a victory lap. Overall, man, I thought it was a really good show. Like I said, now where do I rank it as far as the other Super Bowl performances? I got to go back and watch a lot of them. I did like Usher's Super Bowl performance last year. I thought that was good. Of course, man, like Michael Jackson. Like, come on, Michael Jackson set it off. You know what I mean? But yeah, Prince, man, bro. Prince is still my favorite Super Bowl halftime show performance. But Kendrick Lamar's was a very good performance. It wasn't a bad performance at all. It was a very good performance. Of course, Dr. Dre and Snoop, 50, Eminem, Mary, and Kendrick was a part of that one as well. But for a solo rapper to go out there and do what he did, I thought he did a really good job. Anyway, tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hope everybody has a blessed night. I'll see you soon. Oh, yeah, I'm at work, so it's real late. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Take care.